Hi, it's Drew here again. I'm glad you made it to my gallery right now. And I want to tell you right now about my digital reflection, a reflection of the 21st century. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Please give me some feedback what you think after. But when I look at my experiences with technology, I cannot help but feel grateful for the knowledge I have gained. When we talk about learning technologies and technology literacy, one can only imagine what students think of when they listen to a lecturer or take a test in one of their classes. Now, the real question I pose to you is this: how can we create student environments that make them fully immersed in what they're learning? Simply put, I believe that when it comes to future leadership in education, we are truly in for a bright future. Whether it's new software, new assessments in learning, or simply a new way to give a lecture, teachers have opportunities to teach like they never have before. And so now, when I look at my own professional development, I decided to evaluate myself with the use of a technology literacy self-assessment tool. Now, according to the scale used by the Massachusetts Department of Education, I have a level of advance with regards to being proficient in technology. Now, this kind of shocked me because I'd known a lot about computers for years, but I didn't quite know to what extent did I know them. But I also took a lot of computer classes for my bachelor's degree, and this really didn't surprise me that much. But in these classes, I had a chance to learn about website design and different languages like HTML and Microsoft applications like Word, Excel, and Access. And I also had a chance to learn about things like Adobe Creative Suite, which includes Photoshop, InDesign, Dreamweaver, The Bridge, and other good programs. But this has given me a broad background as to what computers really are, and I'm proud to say that I have this knowledge and skills. But I also think, from another standpoint, the computer classes gave me an understanding of how technology can be used to enhance the lives of others in both in and out of the classroom different scenarios. For example, one area of improvement that I need to improve on, for example, is computer terminology. And when it comes to this, I think about how I need to learn about all the terms related to internet infrastructure, such as what exactly is the router, LAN, DNS, and PCP. I also hope to learn computer programming in the future, either by attending a computer coding boot camp or by just learning it online. But I also think when you do this, you can have a technology-rich curriculum for students, and you can truly make an impact on students' lives. And I think, in my perspective, this can be the most substantial impact that I can have upon digital leading and learning. I also think one of the biggest innovative practices in my life when I look at my digital reflection that I've really trained for is a software called Active Collab. I do volunteer work through the Hobie organization, Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership, and I was required to become familiar with this software as part of the volunteer work I've done for this organization. The Hobie program is a global organization that seeks to train the leaders of tomorrow by mentoring high school sophomores in different aspects of leadership. I've been a volunteer, and I've volunteered as a leader and as a chairman of compliance for our corporate board and for many other areas in the company. This is a program in which the local chapters of Hobie use compliance software and post documents online that keeps us in check with all of the organization's rules and regulations. For example, we have to post documents online that informs our regional managers and other upper-level staff about our budget, student seminars, curricula in the seminars, and other issues such as facility contracts, and in exchange we get to earn revenue share checks for the tasks we complete. I think the Hobie organization has been big in my life in terms of what I've tried to accomplish with this collaborative program. The Louisiana chapter of Hobie has earned 100% compliance, for example, for each year that we've had to use this software. Now, it's not that different from other compliance software, but it requires many hurdles to overcome when we talk about implementation. There are questions of privacy, new documentation, new rules, and new technologies that one had previously never used before that I had to become familiar with. And so I take pride in that I was able to affect change positively in this organization as a contributor to education, not only to our staff, but to our people. But also when we talk about educational guidelines, One of UNESCO's guidelines is that they seek to encourage cross-cultural understanding and the peaceful resolution of conflict, improving people's health and well-being. In my view, when it comes to digital leading and learning, technology is one of the greatest goals we have to accomplish this goal. I think the world is getting smaller, and we rely more on peer-to-peer relationships to share ideas and learn from other people's experiences. For example, we could use technology in a classroom. We could teach lessons on Skype to a child halfway across the world from somewhere else and have the teacher in a foreign country. And I think this is a great opportunity for teachers. UNESCO also states that they seek to support economic development, reduce poverty, and increase widespread prosperity. I think this is another important goal of education. And one day I'd like to use my computer coding skills and people skills to teach others about the use of learning and staying connected through technology. I would love to begin a nonprofit organization that seeks to teach technology to others, as it can provide more pathways for poverty to be eliminated. I think this would help conflict resolution and teach others how we can all live in harmony peacefully throughout this world. And we may not even know that that's possible, but I guarantee you it is. And so all in all, when I look at my ability to bring different people together through different forms of technology and to initiate, to teach others, to teach initiative to learn about technology, I think it's probably my greatest contribution to the future of educational leadership. If there's one thing I do know about digital learning and leading, it's that the more we understand people in different cultures, the more connected our world becomes. And I think this can be my part for the future of leadership in education. Thank you for listening to my digital reflection, and please leave a comment at the bottom of the web page. I enjoyed talking to you about this. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.